How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is David Fritz, and in this video you're gonna learn exactly how to skip music theory once and for all. Music theory is one of the topics where we need to get at least the basics right, but there's a few tips I'm gonna show you in FL Studio which are gonna basically save you this time of how music theory works. So make sure you watch this video until the end to not miss out any of the tips I'm gonna give you, because this video is gonna be the last video you need to watch on music theory if you just want to get the basics done. So let's get straight into FL Studio. Let's say we're a bedroom producer and we don't have a massive studio where you're gonna record synth loops or vocals ourselves. Let's say we start with a random house synth loop. The good news about when we use samples is that the samples usually say what key the sample is in. So if we start your project with a sample, you know exactly what key you should write this specific track. As you can see, this specific synth loop is in B major. M-A-G means major, and if it says M-I-N, it says minor. The difference is pretty much that major sounds more positive and uplifting, and minor sounds a bit more mysterious, a bit more sad, sometimes a bit more like negative, if you want to say like that. Let's just say now you want to write a bassline pattern, but you have absolutely no idea what kind of keys you have to write this bassline in, what is the right key, what is the wrong key, and your ears are not really trained yet to be ready to like write the specific bass line. The thing with B major is that if you go on the piano roll, this is what basically FL Studio shows that this is the B. But this is a wrong note, because B minor is in, I don't know if it's about European or whatever that is. This is the right note. A sharp is B basically in sample language. So if you have a loop which is in B major, make sure you go on A sharp. So what you have to do now to know exactly what notes you have to play, go on this little thing here. You press view and then you go on scale highlighting. And then you go on A sharp, which is exactly the note what we're looking for. And then you go again on the same thing again, do it again, look for it again, scale highlighting, and then you go on major Ionian. And then it's going to show you all the right notes highlighted in this piano roll. So let's start with here. This is the root note, an A sharp. Then we go this one, this is the right note, this is the right note. So now we have all the right notes highlighted in FL Studio. So you don't have to guess which are the right notes, you know it because it shows you exactly what the notes are. So now we know the notes. Let's just put them up to the right side a little bit to know exactly what we're dealing with. So now you go on your keyboard, or I use the keyboard of my computer to play with notes. I go with my fingers on the few notes which are right. This one, this one, this one. This is like 6 notes I want to play. Now it's up on you. The creative process of a music producer is for you to know which notes you want to play, which makes sense in this case. And to hear now, especially bass notes better, just put them up a few octaves so you can hear the notes, and you can also hear does it sound right to you or not. But usually the scale highlighting is pretty correct. And as you can see, in this case, the F sharp is the wrong key, but because I listened to it, it makes somehow more sense to me. So you do not have to be always in the right key, especially if it's about bass lines, because if it's solo, you don't even hear it most of the time. By the way, if you haven't liked this video yet, make sure you like it and subscribe to my channel to not miss out any tech house production tutorials. And also, if you're interested now to learn music production in detail, I'm offering one-on-one coachings with me, a mentoring, where I'm basically explaining you how to make music, how to produce house music in FL Studio, how to improve your mixing skills, your mindset. It's definitely a smart idea to sign up for that. To find out more about this one-by-one coaching where I'm going to show you exactly how to produce music, make sure you hit me up on Instagram. It's really easy to find me there. It's just David Fritz, or I have also the link for that in the description box. You're going to improve your mixing skills and your production skills and music theory a lot more in detail. Let's do now the same principle with a pad. Let's go on Serum and look for a pad. And let's add like a pad in the background which are in the right key without having to have the biggest knowledge about music theory. We do the same principle again. We just put instrument 1 into the playlist here, and then go on the piano roll of Serum, look for A sharp, we do the same thing again. Because we already put the scale highlighting for the baseline pattern, this scale highlighting is also going to be now assigned to all the patterns we're going to install, so we don't have to look up for them every single time. So we're just going to look for the note on the piano roll. You can hear it already, it sounds perfectly. As you can see already, because this specific synth pad loop, it's apparently in B major, but it's not just one chord, it has multiple chords. For example, the last chord of the synth pad loop is a minor chord. It sounds a bit more negative. Let's just skip to here. For example, this chord, this is the last chord of this minor chord. It sounds a bit more negative. I hope you hear that. This sounds negative. That's exactly the reason why when we wrote a pad or a bassline pattern, you can be in the wrong key, because this specific synth pad loop has also a minor chord in it, but that's up on you to listen to this a bit more. This is like more an advanced technique. That's exactly the reason why those minor notes here, this one and this one, are correct, because in the last part of each bar in the synth loop, there is a minor chord. By the way, if you want to get this specific producer template where you have all the playlists, all the channels already assigned with everything you need, if you want to get on the mixer channel ready to go mixing and mastering changes, all the channels already assigned with ready to go mixing plugins like a high pass low pass filter from FL Studio, all the auxiliary channels connected already, Fruity limiters installed, sidechain compression, vocal, my personal vocal chain, what I'm using. To get this specific template, go on the link in the description box. This template is going to save you heaps of time by not having to load up all the plugins. You have also ready to go hi-hat patterns, all the samples you're going to get in this template. You're going to be able to purchase the template for just under $10. You're going to save yourself all the time. Make sure to check this out. There's also a video which explains how I built up the specific template. You can just build this template for yourself with this video, or you just purchase it for under $10 and you're going to save you all the time and all the hassle to do this yourself. But this is how I start my production. Usually it makes it really easy. It has plugins in like Serum, it has all the mixing plugins what I'm using. And yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. Make sure to check out my music on Spotify as well, and I see you guys in the next video.